Hello, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining us once again this evening on Passive Empowerment Network with Andy and myself. So I just we're wondering, since when or when was the last time you stopped and asked yourself what is OnPassive? So if you are new, like a new affiliate, or you're just stopping by to check on us, find out what we are doing, then it's time for you to listen. Let's see, guys, what you can you have in mind when you saw the topic, what is OnPassive? So, guys, let's see the comments coming. We want to see what people think OnPassive is. Welcome, Andy.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Comfort.
Hey.
So you want me to carry on? You want me to give you an explanation? Yeah, I thought my job was done. Okay. This is a very good question, actually, because there are many parts to OnPassive, but in simplistic terms, as a business or for a business perspective, it's a company that does the bits and pieces that we can't do as individuals. So I'll come back to that in a second, but OnPassive has a suite of digital products ranging from a video conferencing platform, a social media platform, an email, etc. And there are many other products coming on board over the course of the next few years. Way too many to mention, but let's go back to the fact that they are a suite of digital products, and the idea behind them was to create products that are value for money but are also far superior to what's available in the marketplace today. And the object of the exercise was to be able to create an entire ecosystem. In other words, not just the products, but also the hosting via data centers, the monetary system via being able to pay and pay out, pay in and pay out, and obviously the various products as well, and the background and the control of those creation of those in various locations. So what's actually transpired is that our CEO and mentor, you could say, it has had two teams working on each product in order to get the best one. And currently we have a video conferencing platform called OCONNECT, an email system called OMail, a social media platform called ONET, a trimming tool which is free called OTRIM, and shortly we will have OTRACKER, which is a website tracking tool. And some of these are paid products and some of these are free. So let's take the paid products and look at it from a business perspective for one moment. So I'm an affiliate, and I joined the company some while ago when there were early birds. So before we went to market. Now, for me, it was a case of they will at some point build me a website. They will drive specific targeted traffic to that website. They will close the sale and they will deal with all the customer support, but they will pay me a commission for every customer that comes on board, whether I find those customers or the company finds those customers. So my job is limited, but my skills, if you like, are limited insofar as I'm not good at marketing. I don't know how you do email marketing for a start, or how you acquire customers that way. So I'm grateful that they're going to do the bits and pieces for me that I don't understand how to do. But back to you, Comfort.
Right. All right.
Does that
Thank
give
you.
you a
Thanks so
background?
much. Sure, that was a brilliant one. And I just saw another smart one too, which I want to add to it. Thank you, Sister Fatmata. She says, OnPassive is an AI technology company with complete digital solutions for any business. I think I love the emphasis on any business. Any business, and I'll also add, in addition to what Andy has said, for any business and for anybody at all, Andy. So, what Andy is saying here, when the website Andy is talking about, it means if you join to become an affiliate like Andy, like myself, like other people talking about it here, the company is going to brand you. It takes a whole lot to brand yourself, to brand your business and get authority out there. But you don't need to know that. You don't need to know what it takes, because the company does that on your behalf. Like Andy was explaining, they get all the targeted traffic for you, and they get everything. They close the sales, and all you do is smile to the bank. So it's quite easy for anybody at all to do. It's just to do your job here is just to do the basic things that you need to do, like sign up, like buy the product and leave it on the marketplace, like create your account and all of those things. Get a bank account for yourself, because your wallet will be linked to your bank account, and the rest of it, marketing and so on. Mr. Mufara and his team, they know where they will get who to buy what they have in their ecosystem, and you sit there and just watch things happening. And so it's also important because, Andy, while we're trying to do this today, I think I'm just happy we're doing it. So many people are wondering, because, come on, go ahead. I'll let you.
No, carry on. I'll come back to it in a moment.
Yeah, because so many people, are still wondering out there. They're like, I just want something that will make me hands-free. It could be single parents, it could be struggling families, it could be so much happening out there. People are just looking around. I want something to do that will give me small hands-free or a bit of time, so that I can be there to take care of either my family or other things, but then they don't know that it's here. So one thing with OnPassive is hands-free. You don't need to do any inventories. You don't need to come out of pocket every month and pay for anything, because once you buy a product once, that product sells itself and then keeps turning over and stuff like that. You don't have to sort of struggle or sweat anything, because the rest is done for you by the company. So this is a go-to to any struggling person, to any struggling family, to any struggling business. The place for you and the solution is here in OnPassive. Like Andy says, it's a suite. Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
I think it's also important to know. I mean, obviously, not just struggling businesses, but for any business, especially things like specific targeted traffic. But if from an affiliate's point of view, let's just make this clear regarding the potential marketplace that we have, because I think that's important. Most small businesses have a niche or a small marketplace for themselves to aim at. In effect, the products that OnPassive have created are for anybody that uses the internet. So every single person that uses the internet could take advantage of the products that we have. In other words, there are just over 6 billion people around the globe that use the internet today. So we have a potential marketplace of 6 billion customers. Now that's individuals, and then you take on board the companies. But again, let me give you an example. Our video conferencing platform, currently we have a 10,000 attendee limitation to it, although the product itself has various packages. But that 10,000 attendees is currently $125 a month. Now, the next best thing that most people will have heard of charges $6,500 a month for the same thing, which is quite a difference. So if you take on board the fact that there are hundreds of thousands, no, millions, hundreds of millions of companies out there that probably use this technology to be able to communicate between a customer and a company, or between company office and company office, it expands the market still further. But as I said, there are free products to be able to use. And the ones that are coming on board or will be coming on board will make it very easy for others to be able to make money. And I think that's the key here, as you pointed out. The key is to be able to make it simple for every single person that hasn't made money online to be able to do so.
Exactly. So guys, we are taking time to do this. So if you find us now live, or you find this video later on, no matter how long, 10, 20 years, just drop a comment and we'll be of help. We're happy to help anybody, because there's just so much in the ecosystem. And of course, whatever you want, if you don't find it there, we're sorry, we feel like it doesn't exist, or it's something you don't really need, because the ecosystem is full and there's everything for everybody and anybody. So Andy, should we gradually move to some other thing that OnPassive is? You know,
sure. I mean, let's. There are many things that we could point out about OnPassive, but again, I think one of the major points or major advantages is it's single sign-on. Yeah, so we have an ecosystem, and within that ecosystem, each of the products. So once you've signed on, you can seamlessly move between products. But let's also look at the other side of things, the data centers. Now, we know Amazon Web Services, for instance, 80% of their revenue comes in from their various data centers. And our CEO wanted to create an entire ecosystem, as I mentioned earlier. In other words, to be able to have everything we need under one umbrella, so that the company cannot be affected outside by outside influences. So not only have they created the digital products, but they also provide the hosting. And we have a number of data centers around the globe right now. They've also been working on the world's largest data center. But again, let me give you an example, because I think this is important. A normal data center run by Google or Amazon and what have you, in comparison to what we have, ours is the very, very latest technology. So this uses laser technology. But the world's largest data center, which we're working on at the moment, will need 3 members of staff. For a normal sized data center with the others, they need 1,500 staff to run them. That's quite a considerable difference. So obviously the cost is dramatically different for us to be able to host businesses, and therefore again, this is a product that millions and millions of businesses will need or will want. We can go on and on about the various products, and we know that a short time in the future we should be in a position, or we may well be in a position, where we have our own banking system. And then we have our entire ecosystem under one umbrella. In other words, banking, data centers, and the products, and nothing then can touch us. So from a business perspective, when you launch as a unicorn company, this is a good opportunity for affiliates to get into or to be able to take advantage of.
Yeah, I think, Andy, one of the important things to mention here are our 3 free products. You know, so while you are waiting, like we have one now, one product, one sold product. How do they call it again?
Paid product.
So paid product. We have a paid product now, which is the video conferencing Andy just spoke about. Don't forget, all our products, they are top notch, built from the scratch with artificial intelligence. So we have 3 crazy products free of charge. One of them is a social media platform, which is called ONET. We have OMail, and we have OTRIM. You know, something like OTRIM, I don't always like to go into the technicalities, but at least I've heard a lot that I can just mention a pinch of it. So, OTRIM is already doing the job of, like, the tracking services. So when you use OTRIM, it's a link short now. Like sometimes you copy a link to share with someone so long and boring and overwhelming. So when you take that link, you bring it to OTRIM, it just trims it, reduces it, tiny bite size, easy, it's portable, it's easy. You can even just copy it, and you never make mistakes. And there's a big, massive job going on within that tiny plane. We look at it as if it's small, but I think it costs a good number of millions or billions. I don't know. I'm not good at estimating figures. So when you use OTRIM and trim your link with it, it's tracking your business. It will make a lot of analysis and, tell you, already reveal to you the customer behavior on your site, the link that you've bought, you've trimmed using that platform. It will tell you that so this number of people clicked from this country, and within that country, people from this city, this number from this city, the other number from that, and all of those. Those are things that people pay money, good money, to have to analyze their business, to do like the Google Analytics or the social media analytics. But Mr. Mufarek gives it out for free. You have access to an analytical business analytical tool just for free like that, which is just, that one is just a tiny portion of, I think, OTRACKER, as you will hear the tech guys say, that they've extracted and put there. So take this, use it for free. So you can be on OnPassive for as long as you want to. You don't need to rush into making it a business if you don't want to. But you can enjoy the free products for as long as you want to be there, enjoying the free products. And there's so much you can still do with it to optimize your business. So it's something worth having a look at. So Andy, I hope it was a good idea to come up with a free product.
Oh, absolutely. I think in comparison, so you've got things like Bitly and TinyURL, etc., that are able to shorten a URL. The difference is, with the vast majority of people that use these, they have to pay for the product, whereas ours is free. But I love the analogy that Chris uses. For those looking for a business opportunity, it's the same as going to look for a car. So you get to test drive the car, or you want to make sure that you can test drive the car, check the wheels out, check the engine out, etc., etc. And the beauty about OnPassive is you can do exactly the same. So you can join up, use one of the links that we have, and at the end of the day, you can then look into the ecosystem and see the products that we have. If you like what you see and you get to understand more about the business and how it works, then you can take up the affiliate link at the top, click to become an affiliate. If not, great, no problem. Thanks very much. See you again. But I have no doubt that every person out there will find a product that they will use through OnPassive.
True. Like Andy, I think we've said this a couple of times on this platform. I will say it over and over again because we think it's true. We've heard business people make a few statements like, Richard Branson, who would say, if somebody introduces you to a new idea, I'm actually paraphrasing, I'm not sure they're the right words. If someone introduces you to a new idea, new business, even if you don't understand, just accept, get into the business first before you look around and try to understand. So OnPassive is one of those businesses where you can just dive in. Just dive in, because even before you understand it, you are going to be having fun with the free product that we've said. And by the moment you finally get it and you're like, is this what you're saying and is it true? Yes, then you always thank whoever introduces this to you. So if you have time, if you are new, you want to know more about it, ask us questions, stay tuned, follow up, and get to know OnPassive. You will never regret it, and that's all for me.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I think let's treat this topic in tiny bits, because we just wanted to digest, because we're trying to kind of target new people and people who are still like sitting on the fence, because like we say, we have a culture of sharing love on this platform because we know what OnPassive is coming with. So I think we'll come back again and say one or two more things about OnPassive in the next session. So Andy, why not give us a closing remark and maybe make a call to action?
I've been involved in many businesses over the years. I've never found one that has the potential that this has. I've never found one that can help me with the parts of the business that I don't understand. And for me, this is very exciting. So if anybody is looking at this opportunity, like you say, test drive the car, come on in, take a look around. If you don't like it, fine, not a problem. If you do like it, you're in.
Okay, thank you guys. So let's share this again with our friends and family. Of course, people who are hesitating, maybe somebody listens and gets just one thing that strikes them and they would like to stop by and have a look. And of course, see you really soon. Thank you, Andy, and bye, guys. Thank you.